Hey, glad to be part of this with you. I just come to you raw and acoustic. This week was my week to get my second Moderna vaccine, and I didn't know how I was going to respond, so I didn't book anything during the week, and it was time to take and get Elizabeth, my Taylor, refretted. It was, having some issues, and so it's supposed to be back by today, but it wasn't, so I scrambled. I thought, what do I do? Do I do an electric set? Do I pull that off the wall, one of those? And nah. I found in the closet Stella. Stella was born in the 60s, and actually got it from my sister back then. And she didn't play, and I took and converted it put this nylon strings on it, and my kids started playing, wanting to play. It just has great action to it, and so a lot of history for this with my kids. Got 9 of them, but this is the guitar that the ones that play, learned on it. Also, I was a scoutmaster for 30 years, and so this was the guitar I would take out to camp, and so I pulled it out of the closet. It was dusty, cleaned it off, put new strings on. Hopefully they'll stay in tune, but good to be here with you. Well, COVID, it's what brings us here these days, and I was born into a family where you never, I can never remember my parents being sick or talking about being sick, and we'd go to family parties, and these old folks, my parents' siblings, and some of them talking to me, grandparents talking about their diseases and their operations and things, just was alien to me. Well, I'm going to start with a song. If you want to get people excited, and talk about religion or politics or their diseases or their operations. And this is a beautiful remake of a Richard Rodgers song by the talented folk musician and storyteller Mike Agranoff. Did this in 1981. Hope you enjoy it. It's a sing-along. Smallpox and chickenpox, grunting bronchitis, syphilis and typhus and encephalitis, sinuses ravaged by coughing and sneezes. These are a few of my favorite diseases. Pains that are minor, pains that are chronic, hangnails and herpes and plugs most bubonic, swine flu that renders you weak in the knees. These are a few of my favorite diseases. When my bowels run, and it comes from Montezuma's curse, I simply remember my favorite disease, and that makes me feel much worse. The thin and wan and pale and wasted, the girl with emphysema goes walking, and when she passes, each breath she passes, she goes sick. Leprosy. All my skin is falling off of me. I'm not half the man I used to be. Oh, all right. Back to some regular diseases. Cancer and hemorrhoids, tuberculosis, Yasin, malaria, multiple sclerosis, chest pains that no symptom remedies. Altogether, these are a few of my favorite diseases. Gangrene and jaundice, severe dermatitis, ulcers and gallstones and appendicitis, polio, whooping cough, colds, mumps, and measles. These are a few of my favorite diseases. When neuralgia brings nostalgia for the pains gone by, I simply think of diseases I've yet to contract, and that makes me want to die. All right, ain't not bad, Stella. Getting used to the fingering here. Rachel, hello. And Deb, good to have you here. Oh, thanks for sticking around. Love your stuff. I'm excited to follow. Go back and, connect with y'all there. So yeah, I was a child of the 50s, 60s, 70s. Started playing rock and roll heavily in the 70s. Hung it up in 1980 as disco, and yeah, just a family, growing family. Decided I needed to raise a family and make some money. So there went the 80s and 90s, and here 2000s, and here we are. Yeah. 2021. It's crazy to be there. You know, this was, I was a big Dr. Demento fan, if you haven't figured out, back when I was even doing rock and roll, back during that time. And, you know, loves here. And this song was actually played on Dr. Demento before it actually, my grandkids saying, actually, yeah, this actually made it into Billboard top song, a Larry Groce song. And I was in the nutritional business then, had a health food company selling supplements and things, and it just hit really close, because it's real easy to seem like a hypocrite when you're touting health stuff. And Larry, I just love this song. So 1975, Larry Groce, and I'm sure you've heard it, but it's one of my favorite to do. You know I love that organic cooking, I always ask for more. They call me Mr. Natural, on down to the health food store. Use a pick, I guess. I only eat good sea salts, white sugar don't touch my lips. My friends is always begging me to take them on macrobiotic trips. Yes, they are. But not I take out my strong box, but I keep under lock and key. And I take it off to my closet when nobody else could see. And I open that lid so slowly, take a peek up north and south. Then I pull out a Hostess Twinkie and I pop it in my mouth. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie, good Lord, have pity on me. At lunchtime you can always find me at the Whole Earth Vitamin Bar, just sucking on a plain white yogurt from a hand-thrown pottery jar, and sipping little hand-pressed cider with a carrot stick for dessert, and wiping my face in a natural way on the sleeve of my peasant shirt. Oh yeah. But when that clock strikes midnight and I'm all by myself, I'll work that combination on my secret hideaway shelf. And I pull out some Fritos, corn chips, Dr. Pepper, and old moon pie. Sit back in glorious expectation of a genuine junk food high. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie, good Lord, have pity on me. My friends on down at the commune, well, they think I'm pretty neat. I don't know nothing about arts and crafts, but I give them something to eat. I was a friend with old Gibbons, and I only eat homegrown spice. I got John Keith autographed Grecianer and filled up with my brown rice. Oh yeah. But lately, folks, I've been spotted with a Big Mac on the breath, stumbling into a Colonel Sanders with a face as white as death. I'm afraid someday they'll find me just stretched out on my bed, with a handful of Pringles, potato chips, and a ding-dong by my head. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie, good Lord, have pity on me. Yeah, it was these songs that got me playing again 3 years ago. I dealing with some health issues, and I decided that needed to record some songs for my grandkids to stumble on, and they could learn more about their grandpa. Out of the almost dozen, I think, grandkids we have now, only one lives here in town, lives close to us, and so I thought, hey, I would just start recording them, and I found out that I felt better when I played, and so 3 years ago, yeah. And it started with Crazy Grandpa Steve. It was the comedy tunes and some messages for the kids. If you want to check that out, just go to crazygrandpasteve.com, and you can either listen to just the songs or listen to my preaching to the kids on there. This was a song that got me in trouble. I remarried almost 20 years ago. It'll be 20 years ago this August. But had a 30-year relationship that, yeah, great mom for kids, but she cut me loose after 30 years. And 20 years prior to that, I had an idea. One day after listening to Dr. Demento and hearing this song that I would, she always wanted a love song, and I didn't do one, but I heard this, that, oh, this will be funny. I'm going to tell her I wrote her love song and then play this for her and we'll have a good laugh and do that. Well, she didn't make it through the first verse again, but still 20 years we lasted after that. So, this is a song by Doug Robinson, done in 1982. So here we go. Let's try it again. You're not the best, but you're not the worst. Won't be my last, and you're not the first. Some folks say you're simple, others call you plain. You never give me pleasure, but you never cause me pain. You're my mediocre mama. If you're good, then I can't tell. You don't do nothing special, but you don't do it well. Oh, you're not obese, but you're not quite lean. And when you try to polarize, you end up in between. You're the average. You don't even perspire, but you got that special blandness that sets my blood on fire. You're my mediocre mama. If you're good, then I can't tell. You don't do nothing special, but you don't do it well. Oh, you never spit, and you never curse. You act as if your whole life were already rehearsed. You're so middle of the road, your best is just okay. And when you stand to speak your mind, well, there's not a lot to say. You're my mediocre mama. If you're good, then I can't tell. You don't do nothing special, but you don't do it well. On weekends, other couples live it up a bit, but when we go out on a date, we sit at home and sit. You got no taste, but I've seen worse. You're pretty strange, but at least you're not perverse. And people always ask me why I'm so in love with you. I tell them you're my blasé babe, my normal nookie poo. You're my satisfactory sweetheart, and you try as best you can. You're my mediocre mama. I'm your mediocre man. Yeah, see, if she'd waited to the outro of the song, it would have worked. But hey, yeah, these are so. I quit playing in 1980, doing rock and roll, and it took me about 10 years before I was able to pick the guitar up again. And then I took all those old. I had tapes of Dr. Demento stuff and started going through and picking out the songs that I wanted to learn there. And it was a lot easier to do comedy tunes than the classic rock stuff that wasn't so classic then. But yeah, so started playing this again, got on here doing the comedy stuff, and then the daughter, Amanda, if you haven't checked her out, I put a link in there, amanda.live. Go check out my stepdaughter. And amazing artist and singer, songwriter, and released her album, in the midst of COVID. So that got me playing again. And she loves classic rock, so I was pulling out those songs. And yeah, here I am. I ended up doing some gigs myself, and then COVID hit, and came on live to figure this live stream thing out, actually for Amanda. But I think I do more live streaming than she does. Just, it's great to connect. To those of us that have stayed quarantined, this has been a great connection, a good community. I didn't know Bruce prior to that. And thanks so much, Bruce, for I know the work that goes into an open mic. I did one early on and for a few months, and I know the work that it takes to do that. Oh my gosh, we lost one of my favorite comedy writers, Tim Wilson, a few years back. And I remember this song, 1993, when I heard it. I'm a committed person. That's why my marriage lasted 30 years. I'd probably still be there if she hadn't cut me loose, which was a big favor because I got to meet Linda. And we're going on 20 now, but our DNA is committed. Hang on to hope, and that radical optimism about things. I think makes the world a better place. Happy person, love to smile in the midst of everything, and but sometimes a reminder comes along that something's not working. But Tim Wilson did the song 1993 about Teamster leaders. There we go. He was 5'8", a powerful man. He weighed about 200 pounds, a former Teamsters leader that I just got to track down. They say that he might be under the Giants' end zone. That's why I'm out here digging up bones, and I'll keep searching till I'm 6 feet underground. 'Cause she said, when they find Jimmy Hoffa, that's when I'll come back to you. It's been 40 years since he disappeared, maybe 50, and we're still through. If I ever get her back, brother, I don't know. I got a set of dental records and a new backhoe. So grab a shovel, you gotta help me find Jimmy Hoffa. Her being gone is something that I can't bear. Willard Scott's toupee looked a lot like Hoffa hair. He was into pension funds and semi-trucks. Now he may be the bacon in a Dave's Deluxe. But if he ain't in there, he's got to be around here somewhere. 'Cause she said, when they find Jimmy Hoffa, that's when I'll come back to you. He might be the green in Irish Spring or the white stuff in Elmer's glue. Is he dishwashing liquid or deviled ham? They just found his class ring in a can of Spam. Oh, help me, you gotta help me find Jimmy Hoffa. Won't you help me find Jimmy Hoffa? Here's a quarter. Won't you help me find Jimmy Hoffa? Oh, Stella, you're bringing back some memories here. Around campfires. So I still get kids that I was, say, Boy Scout leader too, that They remember the campfires and the crazy songs that we did around there. Ah, gosh, I miss the ocean. Oh, Deb, I wish I was a songwriter. You're the songwriter, dear. These are all, I'm a song player. I've written a few things, but did some parody commercials. I've done some things that way, but this is, again, ocean. We lived in Mexico on the ocean for a while, right on the ocean pounding against the wall below our condo, and I love that. I grew up in the desert of Salt Lake City, and like we're at now, we're in St. George, Utah, about 4 hours south of Salt Lake City, Utah, about an hour and a half kind of northeast of Las Vegas. Even if you're international, most people know where Las Vegas is. So we're in the desert, but I sure miss the ocean. And this is a John Prine song that about one of our favorite vacation destinations, and this ought to work great with this guitar, the ukulele. Well, I packed my bags and bought myself a ticket to the land of the tall palm tree. Aloha, St. George City. Hello, Waikiki. I just stepped down from the airplane when I heard her say, "Waka waka duka nika, waka waka duka nika, would you like a lay?" Hey, let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Whisper in my ear. Kikapuka maka wawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay a coconut on my tiki. What a heck of muka muka dear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. It's a ukulele Honolulu sunset. Listen to the grass skirts sway. Drinking rum from a pineapple out on Honolulu Bay. The steel guitars are playing while she's talking with her hands. Gimme, unka dunka, make a wish, I wanna poke her words I understand. Hey, let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Whisper in my ear. Kikapuka maka wawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay your coconut on my tiki. What a heck of muka muka dear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. Well, I bought a lot of Junkie with my moolah, and I sent it to the folks back home. I never had a chance to dance a hula. Well, I guess I should have known. When you start talking with a sweet wahine, walking in the pale moonlight. Okanoka, what I said, and Nakaraka, Shiskumaka, hope I said it right. Hey, let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Whisper in my ear. Kikapuka maka wawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay a coconut on my tiki. What a heck of muka muka dear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. Yes, let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. There we go. Oh, John Prine. Damn COVID. Taking some of these amazing musicians. John, gosh, one of the most prolific. Talk about a songwriter. Yeah, I got to hear you guys. Yeah, Deb. All right. Well, how are we doing time-wise? Just, okay, can't do comedy tunes and parody tunes without Weird Al. And, you know, listen to all his stuff from, yeah, I like Rocky Road and all those things, but this is my favorite love song, Weird Al love song. And again, in my 65, 66 years, almost 67 now, you know, I've only met a few couples that are really good at disguising the reality of what's going on in a relationship. We think we're good at it, but we basically suck. And yeah, Deb, let me know who your friends are here. It'll be fun. You know, our illusionary skills really aren't that good. And, you know, I hope that you insist on having a relationship that yeah, works for you. Yeah, I'm so fortunate. Every day I wake up with Linda here. So, well, thank God, though, for this song that helps us when we're thinking about love and with our kids, as we try to instill in them the desire to not sell themselves short. I've been together for so very long, but now things are changing. Oh, I wonder what's wrong. Seems you don't want me around. The passion is gone and the flames died down. I guess I lost a little bit of self-esteem that time that you made it with the whole hockey team. You used to think I was nice. Now you tell all your friends that I'm the Antichrist. Oh, why did you disconnect the brakes on my car? That kind of thing is hard to ignore. Got a funny feeling you don't love me anymore. I knew that we were having problems when you put those piranha in my bathtub again. You're still the light of my life. Oh, darling, I'm begging, won't you put down that knife? You know I even think it's kinda cute the way you poison my coffee just a little each day. I still remember the way that you laughed when you pushed me down that elevator shaft. Oh, if you don't mind me asking, what's this poisonous cobra doing in my underwear drawer? Something tells me you don't love me anymore. You shoved my face down on the barbecue grill. Now my scars are all healing, but my heart never will. You set my house on fire. Then you pulled out my chest hairs with an old pair of pliers. Though you think I'm ugly and you say I'm cheap, you shaved off my eyebrows while I was asleep. You drilled a hole in my head. Then you dumped me in that drainage ditch and left me for dead. Oh, you know this really isn't like you at all. You never acted this way before. Honey, something tells me you don't love me anymore. Oh, no, no. Got a funny feeling you don't love me anymore. Oh, how fun. 15 years, Deb, huh? Congrats. Okay, well, I'll finish up with this. Last one a little over. This for my mom. Got a canyon close to us that she passed away 8 years ago, a week from today, on the 13th. And my mom, I was blessed to inherit her optimistic bone. Just one of the most positive people you'd ever have. And always a smile and there to help someone. And, you know, I should be, what, 85? No, she'd be, Dad just turned 90, so she'd be 87 now. 87 or 88. But yeah, Mom only wanted 3 things out of us kids. You want us to be happy, stay out of jail, and stay true to the religion of our birth that we were raised in. Well, I always said 1 out of 3 ain't bad. Wait, there was a 4th, and that puts 2 out of 4 then. And here we go. This is a song by Tim Wilson, another one, departed Tim Wilson from 2003. That's a song for Mom. She loved this one. And here we go. Have fun being with you here today. Hey, if you want to donate, it's fun kind of being a musician these days. Instead of trying to make a living at it, I'm retired, and so I'm asking you, if you feel like tipping, make a donation to our local homeless resource center, our food shelter, food pantry, soup kitchen, recovery center. They do all of that. I put the link in there to Switch Point. Just check them out. It's amazing what they're doing. A group of ladies that are really, truly changing the face of poverty and helping dealing with issues of homelessness and, addiction, all the things that go along with why people are in that situation. And so, yeah, please donate to them, and we'll see you again soon. I was traveling down Highway 89, some idiot crossed the line. I had to swerve to miss him, knocked down a crossing sign. Took out some woman's mailbox, wound up hitting a pothole. And the last thing I remember, I was chewing on a telephone pole. But I had on clean underwear. Yeah, my mama would have been proud of me, 'cause I had on a pair. I had on clean underwear when they took me to intensive care. Yeah, the doctor and his nurse said, "Looky there, he's got clean underwear." I was in there for about a week, got off the critical list. Scared me up a date with a physical therapist. Took her out for dinner and drinks, and then I got her back to my pad. She said she liked lights on. Boy, I was glad that I had on clean underwear. Yeah, my mama would have been proud of me, 'cause I had on a pair. I had on clean underwear when I put myself in her care. Yeah, the good-looking nurse said, "Looky there, you got clean underwear." Clean Hanes, BVDs, and Fruit of the Loom. Clean underwear. Hey, thanks, Tim Wilson. And thank y'all. Roy, thanks for the claps. And we'll see y'all again soon. Don't know if I'll have Stella or have Elizabeth with me then, but yeah, we'll find out. Worked out great. Thank you. Mwah. Thanks, Stella.